Now, do the disabled have a place in the corporate world? And if so, can they excel in careers that require them to use that which they lack? The answer is yes. And KTN met with Godfrey Ipalei, a man who was born with no hands but is now an author, an IT expert, and a lecturer at the KWS College in Naivasha town. Fatma Paula now tells us the story of his extraordinary life and his recipe for success.
50-year-old Godfrey Ipalei, an IT expert and a lecturer, appears unbothered. He was born with these two stamps where his hands should have been.
Writing with 10 vidoles, and mine is only one.
But that has never stopped him from pursuing his dream career. He is now an information technology specialist, and for now, he is passing the same knowledge to the younger generation. As he goes about his business, you can feel his passion from across the room, and the speed with which he types is nothing short of impressive. But that is not the only activity he has mastered. Away from the classroom, on the road, he operates his car with ease, and maybe he is a better car operator than most able-bodied drivers. Over the years, Ipalei has mastered the art of making lemonade out of all lemons that life has thrown his way.
My age of going to school has reached, and I was not going to school, and I wanted to go to school with my elder brother. So they were wondering, hey, how did this guy go to school? Because I couldn't write. But slowly by slowly, I've learned all the challenges, and I learned how to write, and now I write very well, and therefore I went to school, class 1 up to Prince Primary, went to secondary, and went to the University of Nairobi.
Watching how he struggles with some practicalities of everyday living, like wearing his socks, and the keenness with which he does them is an indication that nothing in his life is taken for granted. But even those that might appear as a task, he does with absolute ease. But to get to this point, he had to overcome challenges. Chasing after his dream, he says, was not always an easy ride.
When I write an application, people will see the papers, then they'll invite me for interview. When you enter the interview hall, everybody's face changes. One does this papers and this person how? Because 1, I am disabled. 2, I am looking for a computer job. So they'll ask you questions very guarded. But now at the end, I ask them, maybe you're wondering, how do I write? How do I use a computer? Then now they start coming up and they say, how do you write? Then I show them how I write.
But confident, he had to learn at an early age that he was different. So he made up his own different way of doing things.
When I go to a restaurant, everybody looks at me. The waiter wonders whether to serve me or not. Now the young kids, when they see me, they start running and saying, hey, look at this person, has no hands. Now, I have learned that if you tell them, go away, they'll now make it worse for you. They tell you, Panda, what can you do?
But as he got older, the challenges got more complicated, he says. Many a times he had to remind himself that there was a reason he was born this way.
Even when I was buying a phone like this one, it was a challenge because I didn't know how to use it. Let me tell this person not to call me. Hello?
It is with this positive light that he has lived most of his life. Today, he boasts of many achievements. An author of 2 books and an IT expert, both of which he has achieved using these same hands that many have doubted. Fatma Paula, KTN News.